You want to make serious money, like life-changing money? I'm going to show you the absolute smartest way to make your first $10,000 a month without needing any startup capital. Forget everything you think you know about getting rich. This isn't about some get-rich-quick scheme. This is about building real wealth, the kind that lasts. This method has the lowest failure rate, allows you to generate income from day one, and has built some of the biggest fortunes in history. It's called acquiring boring businesses with other people's money. And right now, there's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity because business owners are literally looking for you to take over their profitable companies. And you, my friend, you can be the one to carry it forward. Let me hit you with some eye-opening facts. 75 million baby boomers are retiring, with 10,000 retiring every single day. That's right, 10,000 businesses potentially up for grabs every single day. You think they're all shutting down? No way. They're looking for someone to take the reins. Harvard found that business buyers outperform high-paying jobs like consultants and bankers in wealth accumulation. Forget the corporate ladder, forget Wall Street. Owning a business is where the real wealth is built. 91% of millionaires with a net worth above $5 million own their own business. Coincidence? I think not. These are the people who get it. They understand that true financial freedom comes from owning assets, from controlling your own destiny. Most small businesses are already profitable. They've survived 5, 10, or even 20 years. That's called the Lindy effect. The longer something has existed, the more likely it is to keep going. So buying an existing business is actually less risky than starting one from scratch. You're stepping into a well-oiled machine, a proven system that's already generating cash flow. You just need to know how to find it and how to make it yours. This is about leveraging the hard work of someone else and reaping the rewards. This is your chance to become an entrepreneur, to build a legacy, to create something truly special. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? And you're right to be skeptical. There are always obstacles, always challenges. But here's the thing, they're not insurmountable. The first obstacle is awareness. Most people don't do this because they don't even know it's an option. They've been conditioned to think that the only way to get ahead is to climb the corporate ladder or risk it all on a startup. But that's just not true. Wall Street and big private equity firms don't want you to know about this. They'd rather keep scooping up all the businesses themselves. The second obstacle is finding businesses for sale. People think it's some big secret, but it's really not. Once you know where to look, you'll see them everywhere. Online marketplaces, business brokers, even just talking to local business owners. The third obstacle is the process. People get intimidated by the legal and financial complexities of buying a business. But that's why there are lawyers and accountants. You don't need to be an expert in everything. And finally, the biggest obstacle of all, money. You can buy businesses using other people's money. Alright, let's break down the 4 main ways to buy a business. First, we have cash. You buy the business outright with your own money. The upside, you own 100% and answer to no one. The downside, it ties up your capital, limits growth, and puts all the risk on you. Next, there's the SBA loan, or Small Business Administration loan. The US government will finance up to 90% of your purchase price to buy a profitable business. Yes, the government wants to pay you to buy a business, but banks can be slow, and you'll have to personally guarantee the loan. Then we have outside capital, which involves investors or partners to fund the deal. Less personal risk, but you give up equity. Finally, seller financing, which is the best method. The business owner acts as your bank, letting you buy the business using its own future profits. This happens in over 60% of small business sales. No banks, no investors, just a smart deal. Seller financing is the secret sauce, the cheat code to unlocking massive wealth in the business world. So how do you actually structure a no money down deal using seller financing? Let me show you. Let's get into the nitty-gritty with a real-life example. This is how a business, just like one you could buy, was acquired for $0 down using the power of seller financing. Business revenue, $332,000 per year. Profit, $112,000 per year. Purchase price, $224,000, which is 2 times profit. The seller's original ask was $22,000 down. Instead, the buyer negotiated $0 down by offering a slightly higher price of $245,000. This was a local landscaping business. Boring businesses are often the most profitable and the easiest to acquire. The buyer saw an opportunity to take over a business with a solid track record, a loyal customer base, and consistent cash flow. They offered the seller a slightly higher purchase price in exchange for financing the deal over time. The seller was happy because they got their asking price, plus interest, and they didn't have to deal with the hassle of finding a buyer themselves. By structuring the deal this way, the buyer took over a business making over $9,000 per month in profit with 0 upfront cash. This happens every day. This is the power of understanding how to structure deals, how to think outside the traditional box, and how to leverage other people's money to build your own wealth. So, are you ready to start making some serious moves? Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. How do you actually convince a seller to finance the deal? It's simpler than you think. You just have to position it as a win-win, because that's exactly what it is. Remember, most sellers are emotionally attached to their businesses. They've poured their heart and soul into building something special. They want to see it continue to thrive, even after they've moved on. So you need to tap into that emotion. You need to show them that you're not just some random buyer looking to make a quick buck. You're someone who understands the value of what they've built, someone who's committed to carrying on their legacy. And here's the key, you need to make it easy for them. Seller financing does exactly that. It eliminates the need for them to deal with banks, lawyers, and all the other headaches that come with a traditional sale. You might say something like, "I love your business and I'd like to buy it." Many businesses are bought using seller financing where you'd receive monthly payments instead of one lump sum. This allows us to close faster, avoid banks, and ensures you get your full asking price. Sometimes even more. Would you be open to that? It's straightforward, it's professional, and it gets the point across. You're not being pushy, you're not making demands. You're simply presenting them with an alternative, a better way to sell their business. And you know what? Most sellers will say yes because they get extra profit from interest. They avoid a massive tax hit. Now you know the exact blueprint for buying a profitable business using other people's money. This isn't some pipe dream. This is real, it's happening every day, and it's within your reach. The next step? Start looking for businesses for sale in your area or online. Don't overthink it. Just start looking. You'll be amazed at what you find. And if you want me to break down the step-by-step process of finding and negotiating these deals, let me know in the comments. Let's crush this.